I did not want to believe it. I really didn't with that, the character design of last week's episode with supposedly it might have been Ida's brother that was dead. I didn't want to believe it. I thought it might have been, a squad member or something of his family, or maybe something else. Maybe it might have been a troll attempt by the mangaka, but to see now with a call in this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, damn it, man. Okay, so regardless of that, this chapter, I just gotta point out the obvious. That character design of Stain, oh my. That character design is, holy crap, that's a good character design. Like, I'm a big fan of that character design. The like, wrapping bandages around his face, and then, you see a daggers on the side, and then you see, like, this awesome freaking, like, robe coming off him, like it's ragged. Oh my god, that fucking looks beast. That looks so beast. It looks so fucking beast. I mean, my god, dude, that looks really fucking epic. It kind of reminds me of, the dude from Soul Reaver. I don't know if you guys have ever played Soul Reaver, but, the undead dude, the main character of Soul Reaver, his design slightly reminds me of Soul Reaver, and I instantly keyed onto that when I saw this chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, and I'm like, bro, that design is so kick-ass. Like, I know he's a villain and all that, and I know after this chapter, he's responsible for either hurting or killing Ida's brother, but I can't deny that character design looks very menacing, and it's very awesome looking. Like, that character design, damn. I personally believe that the mangaka loves giving these villains beautiful character designs. Like, I mean, Nomu, and then Dr. Hands, and then you have the, the shadow dude that, sucks people in and stuff, and sucked in All Might and kind of was going to split him in half. That right there, I love the designs of the villains. The main important villains get some really sick-ass designs, and especially Stain right here. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I saw the dude's name revealed, I thought of Slain. Like, you remember Slain from Teen Titans? I instantly thought of, like, Slain. I read Slain when I saw Stain. I'm sorry, but I read Slain at first. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. And then, yeah, I saw Stain. I was kind of upset because I thought this dude would be the guy that hurt All Might a long time ago. I mean, I'm not upset, so to say, because, I mean, maybe it's just too soon to introduce that villain, but there's still a possibility. There's still a very good possibility that this person could be the person that hurt All Might, but the villain is going under a new name, because there's never been a specific reason not to change your name. Like, a villain can change your name, or a hero possibly could change your name at any time, so you gotta go figure. I mean, a villain could change your name, and Stain might be not the main name of this dude. He could possibly still be the dude that hurt All Might in the past. So, it's still not out of the air. Like, it's still not, thrown out. It's still a possibility, but still the point is, I wonder what type of connection Stain has with All Might in the past. I mean, of course, All Might is the #1 hero, and he's probably put a lot of people behind bars and hurt a lot of villains, just done a lot of good justice and a lot of good things, but I wonder why Stain thinks All Might is the only true hero. Is it because he's #1, or is there something else? See, a lot of questions. You know what would be very fucked up? If this dude is related to the person that hurt All Might, actually. I mean, what if it wasn't? Specifically, this person wasn't, the dude that hurt All Might, but was related to the dude that hurt All Might. Maybe that's why he's coming after All Might. Possibility. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. In which Stain's, name reveal, he goes off with the Villain Alliance. We see how he's going to start working with the Villain Alliance, and it might seem like this little tournament arc we're getting into is going to be interrupted. But, judging by the way this chapter was done, I don't think so. Like, I think the final fight between Bakugou and Todoroki is going to be finished, and then these villains are probably going to come in and start attacking, because majority of the fights have already been finished. Like, all the fights have been finished, and the only fight that's left is Todoroki and Bakugou, and that could probably only take a chapter, maybe 2 chapters, depending on how long it goes, and then these villains can possibly come in and do whatever they want to All Might. So yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. It's a straight up possibility, so we'll have to see where that goes. But moving past that point, the first part of this chapter goes into Bakugou versus Tokoyami. And my boy Tokoyami got fucked, man. My boy Tokoyami got fucked, man. I feel so sad for him. I really do. Because Tokoyami deserved that. He deserved to win. He's like the underdog. Like, you wouldn't think a character like Tokoyami, he has a badass design. Like I've said many times, his design is so kick-ass. But you wouldn't think a character like Tokoyami doesn't get the main spotlight would shine like that. To be able to go up against Bakugou, like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Because the only reason why Bakugou won, so to say, was because Bakugou's ability allows him to use light. His explosions use light, and so it affected Tokoyami's shadow power, his shadow bird thing, and that's kind of what fucked him over. But the big weakness you have to factor in is that Tokoyami is still not at maximum potential. You really have to figure that out, because, as we know, Tokoyami is not really good in sunlight in the day and stuff. If he has more shadows and stuff, he'll be a lot fucking stronger. So you gotta really imagine how strong Tokoyami would be in a dark environment. You really gotta imagine that. He would probably be pretty freaking ridiculous. He'd probably destroy Bakugou. He probably would. If Bakugou didn't spam explosions and open up a ceiling or something, or if it was dead at night, I mean, Tokoyami would be crazy. So yeah, it just goes to show you the power scaling. Tokoyami is not someone you should really underestimate. To even be able to go up against Bakugou in the middle of the day like that, and he was kind of lacking power. And Bakugou knew his weakness to his power right off the bat. So Tokoyami is kind of having an unfair advantage right at the beginning of the match. So, yeah, I mean, regardless of that, we also kind of find out that Tokoyami has, like, a limiter on his shadow power he can use. Like, you see, he's like, I'm running out of shadow power, so his ability has a limit. And we kind of found out some heroes do have their limits, like, you know how Todoroki, he has his limit, and then you also know Bakugou has his limit, because he mentioned that once before. We do know Izuku has his limit, which is very fucking obvious. And so, yeah, I mean, the more we progress through the series, we're coming to find out that heroes have their own certain limiters to where they can't go all out. There's these little repercussions if they try to go past these certain thresholds of their power. So there is a way to where they cannot spam their abilities. Like, these characters cannot just spam their fucking abilities and be fine. They will suffer repercussions depending on what type of ability they have and what it is. So I'm liking that. I'm liking that quite a bit. Now, moving into the final portions of the chapter, you know, to where Bakugou, once again, he's confronted with his envy or jealousy or anger towards Izuku. Because Izuku in the past, remember in chapter 1, he saved Bakugou from that slime dude thing that was trying to kill him. And Bakugou was saved by a powerless Izuku that he put down constantly since the very beginning. And so you can see once again that's coming up to the forefront, and Bakugou is very hurt and upset about that still. He's very salty about that. Still, to this day, he is very pissed off that Izuku saved him. A weak and powerless little nerd that he calls him saved him. He still can't get over that. And you also see how Todoroki, he's actually starting to respect Izuku as a person. Like, he does respect him. In this chapter, he was sitting down, and he's like, half and half, huh? That's what Izuku said. He tried to help me out and all that and settle my problems. So, you see Todoroki, he has some form of acknowledgement, like he cares for Izuku. He cares for him. And Bakugou most likely is going to lean over to that path eventually, too. So, really good stuff going on. And that's about it when it comes to this chapter. Regardless of the villain, you know, may or may not have killed Ida's brother, because it's still not 100% confirmed. Still up in the air. But tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.